One of the biggest questions that's asked about the Half-Life 2 universe is, how did Barney get the crowbar? Some of you might be saying, oh, that's just another crowbar. You can find crowbars all over City 17. But, how did Barney know Gordon needed a crowbar? And how many other crowbars do you see in City 17? Nothing. Never. You don't see any other crowbars ever in any part of City 17. So, and why does Barney there? He says, look, listen.
I'd come with you, but I gotta look after Dr. Kleiner. Oh, and before I forget, I think you dropped this back in Black Mesa. Good luck out there, buddy.
Yeah, did you hear what he said? He said he left it back at Black Mesa. So obviously he got that crowbar at Black Mesa. But if you remember correctly, let's just go through the history of the crowbar right now. You first got the crowbar right before this part right here. It's got that little crowbar on the floor there. You break the window and you go on. But if you remember correctly, you did it a second time after this happens, and then this happens.
I see it.
But at the very end of the game, the G-Man guy here in space, he takes your crowbar from you because it's government property. So there you go. You start Half-Life 2, you got nothing. You got no crowbar, and you don't see any other crowbar. What else can you use for a weapon? A brick? No, it's not going to work. So then it's just convenient that Barney right here, he's got a crowbar for you. So how did he get him? I've got an answer. It's right here. At the end of Blue Shift, after you teleport all the way away from the very bottom of Black Mesa, after Blue Shift, you see Walter here, a very undermined character of Half-Life universe. Walter plays actually a big role. I'll explain later, but if it wasn't for Walter, Half-Life 2 would have been impossible. Gordon would have been stuck behind a boarded doorway and a fence. That's the doorway. Gordon would have been stuck behind there. He couldn't go by it because he didn't have a crowbar to break the wood. So anyway, at the end of Blue Shift, look who has a crowbar right there. And look, since it's Blue Shift, you're playing as Barney Calhoun. Look who gets in the car with the person that has the crowbar. Yeah? So he just takes that crowbar. So it's Walter's crowbar you're using in Half-Life 2. So Walter is the main hero of Half-Life 2. He was, without Walter, Gordon would have just sat behind that door and looked like a faggot. We know of 7 people who have had the crowbars. Walter, Gordon, Barney Calhoun, Gina Cross, Colette Green, and the 2 Vortigaunts, R4913 and X8973. Now, Barney's crowbar, for some reason, got lost in the teleporter. Gordon's crowbar got taken by G-Man. No one knows what happened to Gina or Colette. They're probably dead or something. I know they're dead somewhere. And the 2 Vortigaunts, well, they're Vortigaunts. You don't see them. You don't see them holding crowbars. You don't see them giving them to Gordon. So the only crowbar left is Walter's. And the only crowbar that can get to Gordon is Walter's.